Today is just very frustrating for me. I just got on here and recorded this whole video, but I have to record it again. So today was like a really irritating day for me. For you guys who don't know, I am a dental assistant. I've been doing it for 10 years. For everybody that knows me from my YouTube channel, y'all already know, because y'all see my dental assistant vlogs. My channel is mainly based on dental assistant vlogs. So I took a week off from work last week, come back this week, and just to bullshit, which I'm already like at my wit's end with being dental assistant in the first place. So whatever. I'm over here. We have a patient there in hygiene. Doctor comes and tells me that the patient wants to do 2 extractions, both the wisdom teeth on the bottom. So boom, all right. I'm looking at the schedule because he's always asking me like what fits best in my schedule. I'm like, not right now, because I'm about to miss my lunch. I'm not gonna miss my lunch. No. So I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, we got an opening after lunch. So I told the front desk, like, just schedule him back after lunch. Cool. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I did this, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just do the extractions when I come back from lunch. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Went over there, walked to the patient to the back, sat him. It was a guy, probably 69 was his age. His wife was with him. She was probably about the same age. And then they got a baby with him. The baby's like, probably say like 3. And I'm walking him to the back, and his wife sits up front. I'm like, cool, because I'm like, she can't sit in the back anyway. So I seat him in the chair. I get ready to take his blood pressure. He's like, my wife's coming. I said, sir, I don't think that your wife can be back here. This is a surgical procedure. Not only that, you guys' child is, we can't have extra people back here. Whatever. His wife get to walking in the room before I could even finish talking. So I'm just like, I don't think you guys can sit in here because, doc doesn't like extra people in here while we're doing surgery. And she just walked over there, sat in the chair like she didn't give a F. I'm like, whatever, I'm not gonna argue with you. They're both ghetto anyway, so whatever. Doc walks in the room. He's like, yeah, you can't be in here, like I already said. And his struggling ass, the guy who's the actual patient, the 69-year-old man, he's like, no, I need my wife in here. I need her in here. She's got to be with me. Whatever. So Doc's like, okay, fine, if you need it. Like, this whole time, me and Doc is like behind the patient, like, what is wrong with you? So Doc walks out the room. She decides she want to sit by the door. Mind you, I already positioned her in the corner so she wouldn't be in the way. And I told you she's got the 3-year-old with her. So she gets up and Doc walks in the room. He's like, no, you got to go sit in the corner. So he walks back out the room. So she goes back to go sit in the corner. Now, in the dental office is the patient chair right here. And then ours is like cabinets along the wall. So she's walking the baby over so she can go in the corner by the TV. So she's walking the baby over here. There's cabinets. The baby reaches out and grabs the cabinets. This bitch went and smacked the shit out the baby's head. Like, not even like, stop. It's like hard. Like, when I tell you I didn't know what happened until I heard it and seen it from the side of my eye. I'm like, she hit the baby like that? That was crazy to me. So just off the strength of that, I'm like, I'm already feeling some type of way. I don't even want to work with y'all. Like, how the hell you think like something like that is okay? So whatever. I'm like, I gotta go ahead and finish this distraction. So we get to know the dude. He's so overly dramatic, and I don't want to hear like, well, he's older, and no, I know the difference, okay? Because like I said, 10 years in, I've seen some of everything. The man was dramatic. We're numbing him. He's extending his hand out, trying to reach for his wife and stuff. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm not holding his hand because he wants his wife, and I'm not gonna hold your hand anyway. You a guy, no. And he was already pissing me off, off of that whole incident, because I see how y'all do the baby. So Doc's like, well, he wants you to hold his hand, so I stick my hand out. The man clutches my hands like this. I pull my hand back because I'm like, you're about to break my fingers, like you're clutching it too hard. So whatever. We're still going through the extraction. The man's moving around, screaming, jumping, all this stuff in the chair. Doc had to go and close the door. So he closed the door. And it was like a piece I'm trying to suction from the back of his throat. Mind you, he keeps having his mouth wide open like this. You can see all the way down his throat. And he's like, what are you doing that for? Unnecessary. The man did it so far. The man almost swallowed the bite block. If y'all know what a bite block is, about this big. It's a rubber piece of thick rubber that you use to help to hold the patient's mouth open. It was this thick, this big. And Being that his mouth was open so wide, the man almost swallowed it. I had to sit up here and reach under his neck and try to pull him up to say, get up. So you're not sitting there choking on the damn bite block. Had to sit him up just to do it. That was already irritating. So then we get to drilling in his mouth because the tooth is stuck. We can't get it out. This, if I had an example, okay, I'm just gonna, okay, this is him in the chair. I'm him in the chair, okay? This is his wife's arm. This is him. Honey, hold my hand, honey, hold it. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? What? Gee, irritated me. She sliding up out of her chair. She's like, are y'all done yet? Because he's hurting my hand. Oh, no, you used to this, honey. Because y'all got something weird going on at home, I'm sure. For him to be sitting, the whole thing just irked me. So then, finally, we done. And mind you, through the whole thing, she still, stop just hitting on him. I'm like, oh, my God. So then, but I'm not finna say nothing. At the end of the day, this is my job, for one. I'm not finna be getting into it with no patient. And it ain't gonna make no difference to her at the end of the day anyway. Me being me, of course I wanted to say something, but that's just not my place. So then I'm just looking at the baby. I'm like, you can tell something's wrong with him, you know? And it's just like you sitting up there beating on him does not make it no better. Like, it's crazy. So then I walked them up front. Finally, they're done. The front desk is like, hey, how's the baby? I'm like, he's doing, I gotta tell you about it later. And before all this happened, when she first came in, the ladies came back and she was like, the room smells like shitty diapers. Like, you're not even changing the kid. You just letting this kid roll around here in the stroller with shit on him like this. So then I walk them up, they gone. I come up front, I tell them what happened. They're like, so she was still beating the shit out the baby in the back? I'm like, still? And they was like, yeah. It was embarrassing. We had a lot of patients that had to move from sitting next to her because she's sitting there slapping the mess out of her child like that, or grandchild. I'm just like, that's insane. I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't like stuff like that because me being a mother, I could never picture myself doing that. Never. And there's a point of being a strict parent and gentle parenting, and there's a medium in between both. But that is just child neglect, child abuse. Like, that was horrible. I mean, that did not sit right with me for the whole entire day, and that pissed me off. So I just had to come on here and tell y'all, get that out and vent. And yeah, let me know y'all opinions about it, and then follow my YouTube channel, Patience in Paradise.